welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tara. I am a mom of two and a certified sleep consultant, and I am the owner of That Sleep Mama. Two things you need to know about me. I love coffee and I love getting to the point. So you might often see me drinking a coffee, and you're almost always going to see me just getting right to the point. Now, what I want from you guys is to subscribe to my channel. Unless you don't like it. If you don't like it, get out of here. Please don't stick around and comment anything nasty on my videos. If you like it, subscribe. And if you try my tips and tricks and they work, please come back to the video and comment and let everyone know how awesome my tips are. Okay, so for today's topic, we're going to talk about the ever famous 2-to-1 nap transition. I get asked questions about this transition all the time. So first thing you need to know, the most common age for this transition to happen is between 11 and 18 months. It can on occasion happen as early as 10 months, but that's going to be a little less common. I would say the most average age for this transition to happen is about 13 or 14 months. If you are in Canada and your baby is going to daycare at about 12 months, it is more than okay to force them onto a one nap schedule. Most daycares are going to want you to do that. Now, signs that you might see if you're waiting for a baby to tell you that they're ready for one nap: they might continuously refuse their second nap. That's going to be one of the most common things to see. They might start waking up early in the morning. They might be less tired going down for their first nap. You might notice maybe they can stay awake a little bit longer. And you might have to wake them up from their first nap. So they're getting really good at consolidating that nap, sleeping longer, and you have to wake them up from it and then refusing that second nap. So once you see the signs or decide that you're going to go into the 2-to-1 nap transition, the first thing you want to do is move the morning nap later in the morning. There's two ways you can do it. This one is my favorite part, my favorite way, okay? So you're going to move the morning nap. You were probably doing it around 10 or 10:30 in the morning. You're going to move it to 11 a.m. You are going to let them nap as long as they want to. If they nap until 1 p.m., that's amazing. They just had a one nap day. You can do bedtime at 6 p.m. and they're going to hopefully sleep all night. If they don't nap until 1 p.m., if they nap from, say, 11 until 12 or 12:30, you're going to have to do a second nap, and this second nap can just be like 30 minutes just to get them to bedtime. It could even be 15 minutes, a short nap, just to get them to a regular bedtime. If they do a 15-minute nap, the wake window before bed is going to be short. Like maybe 3 hours instead of their usual 4, or the 5 that they can do when they're on one nap. Now, that's basically it. Like, it's pretty simple. If you were only doing a nap at about 10 o'clock in the morning, you might have to do a few more increments. You might have to do a 10:30 nap and then an 11 nap. But once they get to that kind of 11 to 1 p.m. time, they're on one nap. After that, you just want to make sure that you keep bumping the nap later until you arrive at about a 12 p.m. nap time. And you can let them nap as long as they want. They can nap for up to 3 hours. And then bedtime is just going to be about 5 hours after they wake up from their nap. Now, the second way that you can do this transition is you can shorten the morning nap and then bring the afternoon nap down to about that 12 p.m. start time. So instead of letting them nap as long as they want in the morning, put them down at their regular 10:30 time, but wake them up after probably half an hour. And then bring the afternoon nap earlier. So you were probably doing it around 2:30 or 3, but they were taking an hour and a half nap. So now you can bring that afternoon nap down to like 1 p.m. maybe. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30 p.m. maybe. Do that for a couple days and then put that first nap at 10 o'clock and cap it at 15 minutes. So short. So they're not going to be able to stay awake for a full wake window after that. And then you can bring that nap to about 12:30 or 12 if they need it. Let them sleep as long as they want. do bedtime 5 hours after that second nap. And then after a few more days of that, you're just going to skip that morning 15-minute nap and push them all the way to that 12 p.m. start time for their nap. And then you're on your one nap. The wake windows that we're kind of striving for on one nap is about 5 hours and 5 hours to start. If your baby's closer to 18 months before they make that transition, they make it a little bit at the later end of the range, you might need more of like a 5.5 hour wake window, either in the morning or before bed. But just go by their sleep cues, how fast they're falling asleep for it, how well they're napping. If they take a short nap in the beginning, that's okay. Sometimes it can take a while for babies to consolidate that one large nap in the middle of the day. So if it starts out as an hour-long nap, try not to stress too much about it. Probably after a week or two, it will increase to either an hour and a half or 2 hours. If that continues to happen, you might need to move the nap from 12 to 12:30, and eventually it is going to reach about a 1 p.m. start. Usually by 2 years of age, we notice that it has to be about 1 p.m. in order for the nap to stay long enough. But if they're sleeping well overnight, if they take a short nap, make sure to bring the bedtime early. If they're sleeping well overnight and an hour or hour and a half is all they want to do in the afternoon, that can be okay too. I know it can be disappointing as a parent, but it can definitely be okay health-wise for the baby. They're probably getting enough sleep. That's all I have to say on the 2-to-1 nap transition. Honestly, it gets a lot of hype. It can be kind of scary to think about and to get into, but really once you get into it, as long as you maintain the progression and keep working towards the one nap, it's really not that bad. And it's totally okay. Sometimes if your baby just needs a catch-up day, if they're tired, they've been doing one nap for the last week and they seem extra tired, you can let them have a 2-nap day to catch up on sleep while they're still adjusting. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and comment on my video if you use these transition tips and it worked for you. Bye.